Hidden impacts of ferocious volcanic eruption finally revealed. Undersea volcanic eruption account for more than 3/4 of all volcanism on Earth, but rarely do we see the impacts. Could this be why rogue waves come about? A couple of videos back, you'll find the video on that. Rogue waves. The Tonga Hapal erupts January 15, 2022. This is what we're looking at from NASA images. The Tonga Hapal eruption of 2022 was a dramatic exception. Its furious explosion from shallow waters broke the ocean surface and punched through the stratosphere, generating supercharged lightning and an atmospheric shock wave that circled the globe several times. But there was far more to the fallout than satellite images could possibly capture or observers could report. We know the human toll this explosion took, but now a new study investigating the underwater impacts of the Tonga eruption has detailed just how ferociously the explosion tore open the seafloor, ripping up undersea cables and smothering marine life. The eruption causes dramatic changes to nutrients and oxygen levels in the water, which could have feedbacks to that we are yet to understand, says first author Sarah Seabrook, a marine biochemist at New Zealand National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research. Based in New Zealand, a country closely acquainted with undersea volcanoes, Seabrook and her colleagues compared seafloor mapping surveys conducted 3 months after the January 2022 eruption with data collected from the same area between 2015 and 2017. While ocean impacts resulting from volcanic eruptions are typically hidden from view, the researchers write in their paper, we show they can have major consequences, including widespread loss of marine life and damage to critical seafloor telecommunication links with knock-on socioeconomic impacts. The team also compiled a trove of data from ship-based sonar, sediment cores, geochemical analysis, water column samples, and video footage to chart the devastatingly powerful upheaval. No such data previously existed for an event on the scale of the 2022 Hunga volcano eruption, Seabrook and colleagues write. Most submerged volcanoes are poorly mapped. They add describing the underwater impacts of shallow water volcanoes near populated islands as a major blind spot in risk assessment and preparedness. Their analysis show at least 6 cubic kilometers of seafloor was lost from within the caldera, 20 times the eruptive volume of the 1980s Mount St. Helens eruption. And an additional 3.5 cubic kilometers of material was blasted out of the Hunga volcano's submerged flanks. To put that in perspective, previous studies of the Tonga Hapai eruption estimated that 1.3 cubic kilometers or 2.9 megatons, 2,900 megatons of material was ejected into the atmosphere. That leaves roughly 4/5 of the ejected material in the ocean, material that was funneled into fast-moving density flows that scoured our tracks 30 meters deep in the seafloor and accumulated 22 meters or 72 feet thick in some places. And there's video footage here showing much of the seafloor near the caldera was devoid of marine life or smothered in ashfall 3 months after the eruption. But some wildlife refugia were discovered on nearby seamounts where the topography had protected animals from the outward blast. These refugia may aid their recovery of seafloor communities, although the researchers expect the recovery to be slow. Very fine volcanic ash was found to be muddying the water column at depths of 655 feet, up to 20 kilometers from the caldera. If those plumes persist, it could have as yet unknown impacts on food security for Pacific Island nations. Future monitoring of both the volcano edifice itself and the surrounding seafloor and habitats is necessary to robustly determine the resilience and the recovery of both human and natural systems to major submarine eruptions, Seabrook says. It would also help more broadly assess the risks posed by the many similar submerged volcanoes that exist worldwide. In 2012, scientists nearly missed the largest deep ocean eruption in recorded history. The blast erupted out of the previously little-known Havre Seamount in the Kermadec Islands that arc northward of New Zealand towards Tonga. At least we've got our eye on these two now, but there are an estimated 100,000 uncharted undersea volcanoes still out there in the abyss. This has been published in Nature Communications, and it's on Science Alert by Claire Watson. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.